All right. Sorry about the wait, guys. We are here in Vietnam. It is Tier 3. We had to delay the race just a little bit there as the IRL Monza Grand Prix, which was an absolute thriller. If you have not seen it yet, please go watch it. I won't give any spoilers in here, but it ran long and we had to delay the start of this race just a little bit, but we are here now. We are live. It is the Vietnamese Grand Prix around the Hanoi Street Circuit, and it is the very first time we've raced here in ISRL. It is they obviously have not raced here in real life yet, so a lot of unpredictability, a lot of unknown in this circuit, and we're gonna have a nice couple of races here, 3 in a row, starting with Tier 3. We're gonna find out what these drivers got and who has been able to master this track basically as efficiently as possible, because not a lot of practice time here to come to grips with this circuit. A couple of lap times have been set already. Of course, we were joining a little bit midway through qualifying there as we were just getting the stream set up, because it's been quite a rush since the Italian Grand Prix for Formula 1 ended. But we're here, we are live, and currently in provisional pole, it is Marshmello with a 134.2. He has dominated the last couple of Grand Prix there, definitely showing his pace, but where he tends to, I wouldn't say struggle, but kind of his undoing there are some incidents here and there in the races, so he has to make sure that he's not fallen victim to that this session. We're watching a Stunik there, but he's going to dive back into the pits. Bilton, Matt, IRC, so the two Williams in another 1-2 here, as they're definitely showing their pace so far this season. Not on a, I think he's on an in-lap there, is Bilton Matt, as we see that red light blinking, but both of them still very much within championship contention. And if I just open up the standings here, I just need to scroll down here just a little bit on my Discord channel. There you go. And the standings right now, obviously, Mivako still our de facto championship leader. He's got 158 points. He stands in clear first place. Catastrophic, 109 right under. Catastrophic qualifying all the way down in 13th right now. But that pace difference, I do want to say that's just an outlap, possibly. Just to get some heat in the tires, or there was a mistake there somewhere. F1 Richie, who's currently up in 6th, as well in 3rd. Another contender in the championship, Marshmello, he is in 4th. Now those last 3 that I named, Catastrophic, F1 Richie, and Marshmello, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, they're separated by 2 points. Catastrophic at 109, F1 Richie at 108, and Marshmello at 107, and then close behind Bilton Matt IRC with 99 points. Those are basically your championship contenders right now. And it's going to be interesting how this shakes up. Obviously, we know Vietnam street circuit, it's very tight. There's walls everywhere. It's very easy to end up with some front wing damage, or to misjudge a turn, maybe clip somebody, and then you have to make an extra pit stop. And there goes your race, basically, unless you're lucky and you get a safety car, which I rather get the feeling we will get here today. It's going to be quite the unpredictable event, I do have to say. And as we watch Aizen, let's try to get somebody on a hot lap here. It feels like we're tuning into them right as they're going into the pits every time. F1 Richie trying to improve up from that 6th place. There's a significant gap between him and the rest of the grid there. 136.6. Let's open up our tire data, not the telemetry, but let's get our lap data up. And looks like everybody's on the softs there, and F1 Richie is going to dive back into the pits again. So Joseph Cozy, he's going a bit slow there on his, what I can only assume is his out lap, or maybe it is his in lap. I think he just set that time. Welcome to everybody who's joining into the stream. We got a nice 11 viewers, it seems like here, 12. See that number going up. Welcome to the Tier 3 ISRL Grand Prix stream. I'm ISRL Knight. I'm just going to be commentating the Grand Prix today. We have 2 more Grand Prix coming up after this. Tier 2, which will probably start as soon as this one finishes, because I do rather get the feeling this one might run long. Especially because of the Monza finish earlier. And after that, we got Tier 1. So just stay tuned for the whole afternoon, and we're going to have some good action from you from the Hanoi Street Circuit. And this is the Maverick reserve driver here today. We've had a couple of drivers missing due to the the long holiday here in Canada and the United States. I'm not sure if maybe other places celebrate Labor Day as well, or maybe just a holiday instead. But a couple of drivers missing here today. But we still have quite a full grid here with 17 cars on showing up here today. Fallen Monkeys, of course, one of the drivers missing. And who else do we not have here today? Joe Dimas as well. So both Mercedes not in the race today. And then we have a couple more drivers up and down the grid there that just couldn't quite make it in time. Scarlo as well. So those guys missing out on a good opportunity to get some good championship points. But of course, at least all of our championship contenders are here, so the championship is very much going to be disputed today. It's going to be very interesting to see who can maybe make the most of these safety cars or make the most of any on-track incident to get some free, easy positions here throughout the race. And Hartman is saying it won't let him reconnect. I can't invite you because I'm commentator. So you're going to have to message one of the drivers, probably. They have to let you come back. Working our way down the grid now. We got 2 minutes left in qualifying. A lot of laps being set. Nobody able to get close to Marksville, although he's still the only man in the 134s. Definitely going to be up for a promotion, I think, if this carries on. Hartman, it's because your car got disqualified when you got disconnected, so you can't select it because you're out of the session. Hartman saying that he's back in, but it won't let him take control. That would be why. With a minute 27 to go here, I think Marshmallow is starting his last flying lap. Going to be interesting to see if he can improve on that time. His teammate close behind, though, also. Sorry about that, on a out lap. But Marksville on to the first main straight here. It's very important to get a good exit, as we see some squabbling behind them there between the Mercedes and that looks like a Red Bull. As a good line through that corner, not taking too much curb. Very easy to get the car unsettled through here. You want to take a nice wide arc to set up a good exit onto this back straight. And it's a tricky circuit here. I know a lot of drivers are struggling to come to grips with it because of some weird lines that you have to take through certain corners. And sometimes it seems a little counterintuitive, but then it does help you out on the main straight. And it looks like he's still putting up some good times. Let's get the track map up for everybody so we can see. Oh, that's not the right one. We can see where everybody is there on their laps. It's the fastest sector too. He's 2/10 up on his time. So could he even be the first man? Not only the first man in the 134s, but the first man in the 133s. I have to see there. Provided he doesn't make any mistakes through this sector. Oh, and he invalidates his lap there. So he's going to dive into the pits. And it's not like he needs it anyways. Aizen goes second fastest with a 134.8. Who else is coming to the line here? I believe Speedy is just coming around here. He's going to start his last lap just in the nick of time. And Cozy in the Red Bull as well. A lot of drivers just retiring from the session. They're in the pits. They're done with their laps. And this is a man who we have to watch, Dan. 990SD. We saw that purple Sector 2 flash up there. He's 2/10 up on his time. He's going to need a lot more than a fastest Sector 2 to get anywhere close to pole right now. So I don't think Marksville is sweating too much. So we got a yellow flag there in Sector 3. Somebody retires and he clips the wall and he breaks his wing, but it still puts him up into 7th place. So despite the damage, you don't want to be doing that in the race. But gets his car up into P7. Bilton Matt does not improve on his time. Kloonberg coming around the final corner here. And is he going to improve on his time? Yes, he does. Kloonberg goes P2. And in the back there, we're going to see Chill Mo, I believe. Is he starting his lap? Is Chill Mo just starting his lap here? I don't see a flag next to him. We must have a major delay in the countdown on our end. Because Chilmo looks like he's just starting his lap here, and if he does, that's going to be his first lap, so he needs to nail it. We got Aizen coming into the pits at the end of his hot lap, Mivako as well. And I believe, is that Speedy? Yeah, Speedy coming around, trying to beat his fastest lap. That's going to be a 134. Speedy goes on pole. Speedy on pole by 7 thousandths of a second. That's a 261. 2:82.68, both in the 1 minute 34s. What a lap by Speedy there at the end to just steal pole. With almost no time qualifying. Marshall could have beaten that time, but of course he invalidated in the final sector. And now let's go back down here. Is Chilmo the last man on a hot lap? He is. I don't know how he managed to get that one in, but he's pushing. He's trying to get his first flying lap in. And through Sector 3, keeping it very close to the wall. That's some good driving. Not taking as much track as he potentially could, but it's not a bad idea to just keep it clean in Vietnam. There's a lot of easily beatable times on the boards there for Chilmo, so I think as long as he doesn't make any significant mistakes, he's going to be able to elevate himself near that top 10. And there he goes, P13 for Chilmo. Very well done. Very, very well done from Chilmo there. And that does mark the end of our qualifying. We can see we're turning into the cutscene right here. And going to be an interesting shake-up. The Williams in a 1-2 once again. Or sorry, not a 1-2. They were in a 1-2. That got interrupted. What am I saying? Speedy, number 25, Mercedes in the first. Marksmello in second. The Williams are eyeing a 1-2, though. Built Matt has to get back up there after he did not improve on his final qualifying run. Kloonberg in the Haas getting himself up into the second row of the grid, along with Aizen in the McLaren. Mivako, championship leader, down into P6. We've seen him. He doesn't need qualifying to get a really good race in, so interesting to see him down the grid there, but I don't have any doubts that he's going to be very competitive in the race. Stunek still in the championship fight. He's currently 5th or 6th with close to 90 points. He's starting in P7. Dan 990SD in 8th. F1 Richie 9th. And the first Red Bull here, Joseph Cozy in 10th. ISRL X, he's going to want to improve on that qualifying position. He's 11th. The Maverick reserve driver in 12th. Chilmo in 13th. The Deck 91 in 14th, followed by his teammate Catastrophic in 15th. Both Racing Points opting to start from the back there. I think they want the longer tires and hope for a safety car. Jamer Mario did not set a lap time, and Hartman Esports getting disqualified. They're going to start on the rear end of the grid, 16th and 17th. And just as we get ready to get going here, what's going on? I don't see a timer or anything there. I'm just going to hope that we can get started shortly here. You guys just take a look at the scoreboard. I'm just going to quickly get a sip of water. Alright, seems like we're having a bit of an issue with the lobby here. Not too sure what's happening. I'm gonna try to get to the bottom of it though. Oh, it seems like Jamer Mario is having trouble maybe connecting. So we should be able to get the lobby started shortly here in Vietnam. Of course, it's as I mentioned earlier, it's a race of uncertainty. Just gonna try to get this lobby fixed here. There you go. It has worked. We are getting started here, so no worries about the lobby glitch. The cars are going to line up on the grid here. We're just going to get started on our formation lap. Now, don't think I have to really repeat what the importance of the formation lap is. I feel like that's been drilled into the heads of everybody watching for quite some time now. But they're going to be going out, warming up their tires, and trying to get the car and the temperatures ready for the race. And it's going to be a difficult, grueling race here ahead of us on the Vietnam street circuit. Street circuits in general are always quite chaotic, especially in online races, as not only do you have to contend with a ton of other drivers here at the start, you often have to contend with the walls and the environment as well. It's so close to you, there's no runoff, it's very unforgiving, and the nature of this circuit is unforgiving indeed, as it's very awkward turns, some very close walls through some high-speed sections, and you absolutely cannot afford to make any mistakes here, and it's not gonna be a race, I think, of who's the quickest today. I think it's a race of who's gonna be the cleanest. All these drivers, I think, have a decent shot at winning because of this. We're gonna see some safety cars, we're gonna see some crashes, we're gonna see some front wings scattering the track here, and at the end of it all, we're gonna have a winner. But who is it gonna be? Got a lot of favorites in the air. Of course, Marshmallow, Built, and Matt have had that raw speed before, but we've seen them make mistakes in the race or during qualifying, as we saw with Marshmallow in that last flying lap. We're you're gonna see some guys like Speedy, possibly some new faces in contention at the front. We're gonna see so much stuff happening here ahead of us in Vietnam, but before we can do that, we need to get the session started, and it looks like everybody is having a little bit of trouble connecting here, possibly because of the same error from before. We might be in here for a lobby restart, so if we do, I mean, we're going to keep the stream going there, but we're probably going to have to take second. Apologies for that, folks. It's obviously nothing that we can really control. We know how well this game works. Oh, there we go, and they've connected, and I think we are good to go. It always takes a while, but it does work in the end, it seems. Predicted pit stop strategy. It looks like it's a two-stopper, but they're asking the drivers to run the softs longer than the hards or the mediums there, so I'm not too sure how accurate that might be. But as they head out on the formation lap, I guess we're gonna see just how accurate it is. A lot of drivers. Let's get the tire details up. Looks like the top 10 starting on the softs. Hartman on the softs as well, down in last. Ix, the only driver to wage the hards. I know from experience that might not be the best idea. The very hard tires to heat up, and very tough tires to race on, but they do last a long time, which is always good for him if we get a later safety car. Everybody else, of course, on the medium compound tire. That's the yellow wall tire. It is the balanced option in terms of pace versus how long longevity, how long it'll last, how much grip it's going to have, and for how many turns it's going to have it. The hards being able to stay alive the longest, but of course having the least amount of grip, with the softs being the other option with the most amount of grip, but the shortest tire life. A lot of drivers starting on the softs. The top 10 are starting on the soft, of course, tire that they had to qualify on. It's going to be interesting to see who has been able to conserve their tires through qualifying. Might be able to eke out a slight advantage here at the start of the race, because if you're able to conserve some tire life in your tires through qualifying, maybe having a very slow out lap, very slow in lap, it's going to give you an advantage into these first couple of laps, as even if you can get some good temperature in your tires, if the guy behind you has fresher tires, less wear on them, less abuse that they suffered through qualifying, then the better start is possible for him to get. And he may be all over your rear diffuser before you notice. We're seeing some of the pack slowing significantly. I'm not sure if that's just the leaders going quickly. Got the McLaren of Azen kind of in no man's land there, and then built Matt Mivako behind them at a significant distance, but that's going to give the leaders slightly cold tires as they're turning around the last turn here, getting ready for the race. We're going to get 5 lights, and then they're going to be off. It's going to be one crazy show. Don't go anywhere. We're about to get started here at the Vietnam Grand Prix. Here we go. We're hearing the engines roaring. The cars are coming to life. And there it is, they're off, and it's a bad start for Speedy. He gets a lot of wheel spin, and Marksmell looks like he's going to take clear first place. We're getting a little bit of an issue with the timing boards here, but it's Marks Mello in first, Speedy in second, Azen in third, getting a good start there, and the McLaren Mivako as well, making up a couple places on the start. He's up into fourth place. You can ignore Jamie Mario and Ix there at the top. They're not anywhere close. Mivako in fourth, and in the back there's some squabbling. We're seeing them go too wide there. Further back there's some yellow flags in sector 1, and having to go through the corner, Dan, you got to be careful rejoining. So they're coming around the corner here. Mivako trying to put a move on Azen. That's not going to work. And some more trouble in the back. That's Cozy, who spun around at the end of the first straight. Already some cars having some trouble, but it looks like mostly everybody kept it clean there through the first 2 sectors. And Mivako already charging up the back of Azen. You don't want to use too much battery here. Is he going to go for a move? No, he's not. Oh, but look behind him. Big lockup from Kloonberg as he gets very close to the back of the Alfa Romeo, who has trouble coming out of that turn, and he's gonna get swamped there by the Haas. Down the inside, he thinks no. Mivako able to go around the outside, hangs on to that position for now. Getting very close there through the S's. That's coming out of turn 12 that they had some trouble, and now coming up to this track does have in a lot of turns indeed some more trouble there from Joseph Cozy. He's lost it. He's got no front wing there through the S's, trying to get that car back to the garage. We're going to get a safety car. And so as most of the grid's getting past the pits, we're going to see one person. Who is that? Is that Catastrophic diving into the pits? Going to go for the hard tires, I think. And that's going to change our predicted pit stop strategy. It looks like if you pit now, you can go soft until the end. That might be a good strategy to take. We've got 28 laps here. We're going to see what he's going for. Can't see the wall on that tire. Looks like there's a front wing damage too. That would explain why Catastrophic jumping to the pits. Is that the hard tires going on? It is, I think. Catastrophic going on the hard compound tire. That'll send him to the bottom of the field. But as far as I'm aware, he can go to the end if he wants to. It's going to be interesting to see what all these other guys do. They're on the soft tires, and it's lap 1, so there's no need to pit just yet. This isn't going to really play into your strategy at all, because the soft tires are supposed to last a fair amount of laps. But going to be interesting to see if anybody's willing to gamble on that hard tire, especially with the field caught up here. If you pit now, you are dropping to the back. So even with a better tire strategy, you might just find yourself caught up in traffic, struggling to get ahead. And it's going to be interesting to see when the safety car comes out. Most of the field has queued up already. I think we might just get a second lap because of that Red Bull that's dragging just a little bit further back. And yeah, I feel like it would have gone in by now. So we're going to get a second lap under safety car. Let's open up our telemetry and everything. Let's see what these guys are up to. Position changes off the start. Hartman with an excellent start, going up 4 places. Of course, Marksbello making some places on the start. And Mivako really helping himself out here in terms of championship. Is that Speedy losing? Yeah, Speedy has spun it. Speedy has spun under safety car. He wants to get that car turned around really quickly before he gets disqualified for facing the wrong way. But he's going to have to let everybody go by, and as he turns, he's going to lose his wing. That's Speedy. That's his race basically over there, because I think that the safety car is going to be coming in this lap. And Speedy out of such a good position there, losing 16 places. From pole all the way to the bottom there. Speedy, what a terrible, terrible thing to happen under safety car. That's going to give Mivako 3rd place. Kloonberg is a net loss of 1. He's still in 4th place. That's a good start for him. Bilton Matt going neutral there on the start as he got overtaken some, but he also did some overtaking. He is in 5th place down with a okay start. We saw him, of course, having trouble there at the start, cutting that chicane. But he rejoined safely, was able to get this car back into the race, and he's in 6th place for the Renault F1 team. Rebranding to Alpine next year, rumor has it. Going to be interesting to see, if that actually happens, and 2, if maybe we're going to see a new paint job or maybe a new theme there going on the car. To go along with the new Alpine brand. F1 Richie, who had a decent start as well, he's up 2 positions. Chill Mo with a great start, up 5 positions. Of course, Chill Mo, we saw him last race, had an amazing race until some drive-thrus under safety car cost him so many positions, and the safety car is in this lap. So here we go. We're going to get the field going again. Of course, Hartman, I said, up 8 positions. Stunik down below his teammate. He's down 3 positions off the start. Not sure what happened to him, but his teammate who's on the medium tire, look at that, ahead of Stunik. ISRL X and the Maverick going neutral on the start as well. So losing positions, but making them back up after some incidents. Catastrophic, we know, has pitted. He's all the way at the back where he started, but he's on a one-stop strategy from now until the end of this race. Doesn't have to pit again, at least I believe. So as we get going again here, there goes Marksmello accelerating out of the last corner, and Aizen gets a decent start behind him. He's able to keep up. He did not get the jump there on Aizen that he probably should have. It's still a 6/10 gap, but definitely I think Marksmello wanted to be a little bit further back, and now he's got 2 laps here to get a gap, get a DRS out of Aizen's, or rather get out of Aizen's DRS range, and Mivako as well, being able to stick really close to these guys. Kloonberg losing some time on the start. He's 1.7 seconds back, but luckily for him, looks like Bilton Matt had a bad start as well. He's 1.2 seconds behind Kloonberg. And so, not too many changes there off the safety car restart. It looks like everybody able to maintain position at the very least. That was a clean restart as well. So, at the front there, Marksmello leading from Aizen, from Mivako, from Kloonberg, from Bilton Matt. That's your top 5 right now. So, Williams coming home, I guess, with the constructors right now. But they got a long race ahead of them, and I'd rather get the feeling we're going to get a little bit more drama here coming up. Getting close there is Bilton Matt. Not close enough to make a position just yet, but he is closing up on Kloonberg. Was having rather a tough start there post safety car. Both of them, however, working their way away from the rest of the grid there. Down to 2.3 seconds from the guys ahead. Not sure if he's maybe dealing with a little bit of damage on the front wing or something that maybe we cannot see. If his tires just not working for him right now, but he's falling back and it's costing F1 Richie some time as well. Mo doing a good job to hold back Hartman and his teammate behind him still. Hartman, look at that. He's thinking about making a move. He doesn't go for it. Around the outside, is he gonna... Oh, he's just gonna end up going wide. Watch out, Hartman. You don't want to cost yourself a spot to Stunek. It's a good exit there going into this straightaway. And no DRS yet. That's going to be coming at the end of this lap. Not close enough to make a move there. Not using his overtake too much either. He gets a big moment. He's got to stay close to the AlphaTauri. Oh, and Mo hits the wall. That's going to cost them a lot of wing damage. Is that damage on both end plates for the AlphaTauri? I think it is. Looks like he bounced off. Yeah, he did. He bounced off one wall right into the other, and Chilmo has damage. That's going to give Hartman the position. It's going to give his Stunek the position. I think Chilmo just electing to move away from there. Oh, he's going to hit his teammate too, push him wide. That's going to cost some time to Hartman. So Chilmo going from bad to worse there, and the Red Bull just murking the two sister teams and able to pull out a gap already. Wow. The Maverick close behind. He's going to want to get a position on Chilmo. And then behind them, looks like that's Catastrophic chasing ISRL X. We're going to have to keep an eye on this battle as Catastrophic closing, as he's getting that heat into those hard tires. There you go. Chilmo goes into the pits. He's going to get off the medium tires, change his wing, and get back into some clean air, I think. And Klunberg has been able to close up within DRS range of Aizen again. He's putting some distance between himself and Bilton Matt. Not close enough to make a move there. Aizen, of course, with DRSs of his own there. Speedy working his way from the back there, setting the fastest time. He's a bit further back, but he's got the advantage of DRS now. And down these long straights, that's going to be very, very key. But, oh, Klunberg, look at that. He's pushing so hard. He's got no overtake left. Aizen as well running low. Mivako as well. So look at all of our leaders except for Marshmallow absolutely pushing out of the gates. And is that going to cost them in the long run as they're battling the top three for second place there? There's a big battle going on. Oh, in the back there, Catastrophic and ISRL X switching positions with DRS down the straight. No chance for X there. Look how that move is done for the braking zone. X braking late there, but not late enough as Catastrophic makes his way around the outside. So the two only cars on the hard tires here battling. Looks like Catastrophic, even though only 2 laps less on those tires than X, but makes it work for him. Gets past the Alfa Romeo and up into 11th place. There you go. We're seeing Bilton Matt. Oh, he's going to pit now. So that promotes Dan into 5th place. F1 Richie into 6th. Is anybody else going to be diving into the pits? I think Bilton Matt here, he's just trying to react to Klunberg getting away from him, trying to get the undercut on the Haas, because right now, whatever was going on with that Williams is just not working out for him, and it's costing him a lot of time there, especially it looked like down the straights where he's just not able to close that gap at all because of the DRS that Klunberg has on Aizen. So pitting for what looks, I'm assuming, is going to be some hard tires at this point in the race. That's going to drop him very far down the grid, or is he going back on softs? I think Bilton Matt's going for the 2-stop or soft, medium, because he's back out on the soft tires. Look at Aizen getting close. Aizen side by side with Mivako. Aizen ahead of Mivako. And that's cleared right before turn 12 there. Not even close. Aizen getting ahead of the championship leader. That's going to help his championship battle for sure. But he still has to catch up to Marshmallow, who's just as close in the points. And to Mivako as Aizen is. And is he going to be able to do it? 5.6 second the gap now. Marshmallow is just absolutely running away with this one. And into the pits goes Aizen, and that's gonna shake up the order a bit there. I think he's just trying to cover Mivak or Kloonberg from getting an undercut. He is also reacting to Bilton Matt with the early pit stop. It looks like the pit window is open here. Laps 8 to 12 if you're going on a 2-stop strategy. Who else is in the pits? That's F1 Richie in the pits, Hartman Esports in the pit, Stunik in the pits as well, and that's gonna promote Catastrophic up 4-5 places there. Soon Catastrophic up into P5. And just like that, Catastrophic, he's back into the fight here, into the podium places possibly shortly, as the guys ahead have yet to pit. And Catastrophic looking very, very strong here for even better than a podium. He's looking like he might be able to sneak a win here. Who is that? Is that Mivako having some trouble? It is. Mivako is spun. The championship leader. He's spun. He's got a broken wing. And what's happening here with Mivako? She's not moving. Is he out? Is Mivako out of this race? Well, I think he's got going again there. I'm not sure what's happening. Maybe just frustration from Mivako because he's not pulling over the side of the road. That's going to promote Catastrophic into 4th, Dan 990 in a podium's place for, I believe, the first time in his ISRL career. ISRL X, he's running a good race right now on the hard tires. I was talking a lot about how Catastrophic is getting himself up there. Not a lot about how ISRL X is doing the same there. He's got Cozy for company. Cozy, of course, had a super tough race. It's very good to see him back in 6th there. Oh no, Mivako spinning again, and that's going to be it. And there's a safety car. Another safety car here, and who's in the pits right now? This is going to be clutch for them. Kloonberg is in the pits. He's going to lose almost no positions due to this. Oh my. There we go. Kloonberg basically following the safety car out of the pits. Marksville, of course, getting past the safety cars, so these guys are all going to have to pass it as well. Safety car is just going to pull over to the side of the road there and wait for the leader. And I think we're going to see a lot of pit stops here. And this really puts a dent in Catastrophic's amazing, and ISRL X's amazing pit strategy. They are going to be at the front, though. I mean, Kloonberg just pit, so he's going to be P1. Then it's going to be Catastrophic X. And then the rest. So Marksmellow, actually, this is not good for... Actually, Marksmellow, so 28th second gap. Marksmellow is going to be... Oh, no! So many things happening. Marksmellow, so Marksmellow's going to be able to pit. He has enough gap to pit and come out ahead of Kloonberg, so he's going to stay first. Then ISRL X getting a drive-through penalty for speeding under safety car. Oh, he's probably so mad in that cockpit because he's running in 4th position, chance at a podium, and now he has to drive through the pits as soon as the race gets going. Of course, you cannot serve it under safety car, and so ISRL X getting handed a severe 30-second, essentially, a 30-second punishment that's going to drop into the back of the grid as soon as we get started again. What a terrible, terrible start. Don't serve it now. What are you doing? You can't serve it under safety car. You're just going to pit. Maybe he's unhappy with the state of these hard tires. It's going to promote quite a few people there. I'm seeing comments getting posted on the stream. I'm not seeing them on my computer. Giving me 10 comments. I can only see about 6 of them. What's going on here? Let me check this issue out. I want to be able to talk with you guys in the chat there, especially that don't have anybody else in the booth with me today. me see if I can see these comments another way. No, I can't. What's going on? Is anybody pulling some sneaky comments on me? Deleting them before they show up? What is happening here? I wish I could answer you guys, whatever you're saying. Oh, there you go. I'm seeing one. Milan Van Coperno says, if possible, I will to be your boot. Not, Oh, you want to come commentate? Is that Mivako wanting to come and commentate? Under safety car here. Mivako, I mean the party's open if you wanna join in. I'm online. You just have to come find your wheel broke. Your race wheel, Mivako, or you're in the game. I hope it's not your actual race wheel. Oh no. What happened? That's a shame. Under safety car here, lap 11 out of 28. You have one DNF so far. Championship leader Mivako is going to see his lead shrink dramatically here as he's not eligible for any points. And his closest rivals are all the way at the top there. Catastrophic, Marshmallow, both in the podium positions. And, yeah, Bill and Matt as well. This, Aizen, he's all the way at the bottom right now, but I do believe he just pit. And, Mivako, welcome. Just adjust that party audio here. There you go. You're saying your race wheel broke. Oh, Mivako, you're in game chat. So that's probably why you can't hear me. Yeah, lap 11 out of 28. We're almost halfway through this Vietnamese Grand Prix. We got 2 more races coming up after this. Tier 2. Probably as soon as this one's done. Of course, this race started a little bit late because of the Italian Grand Prix. No spoilers, but what a race. Highly recommend you guys go see that. Best race so far this season. And as we get started again, look at the jump Marshmallow gets on Kloonberg. 2 seconds clear before the first corner. Absolutely ridiculous. Very well done there from Marshmallow for getting that jump. Kloonberg as well doing a good job. Clear Catastrophic behind him. Maybe just an issue. Catastrophic not getting the tire, the heat in the tires that he wants, because he's falling back. And Speedy all the way back in the front there after that early accident. He's all the way back into 4th place, putting a lot of pressure on Catastrophic.
Good evening.
Yeah, good evening, Mivako. You can hear me? Yes.
Yes, finally.
Tough race for you.
Yeah, I bought a new wheel and my fucking wheel died, so I have no clue what happened. Just went in the second corner and my wheel just keep turning right, so... Oh. Yeah, it's a sad day for me.
That's a shit. Hopefully you can get that sorted before the next race and not
I hope so.
lose too many championship positions. You have a good lead so far, but
it's going to get a small lead. Not big
yeah,
anymore.
after today, it's definitely going to shrink, which is why I hope we can get that sorted soon. And carry on that advantage you had. We're seeing a good battle here between Speedy and Catastrophic for third place. Catastrophic doing a good job holding back the Mercedes. Now, Catastrophic, of course, he's one of your championship rivals. You must be cheering for Speedy right now. If there's
I'm just enjoying the race with a bag of chips, so don't worry about anything. Just want to see some good racing.
Exactly. Us too. We had a good dose there with the real race this morning. Hopefully we can get 3 more today with Tier 3. It's been good so far, though.
That will be no problem. Vietnam, always some fun, always some crashes, always some safety cars. So I am excited for these tiers.
Yeah, a whole gaggle of cars there through the hairpin turn between the two straightaways. Speedy and Catastrophic, the closest of all of them. We're getting a nice angle of this battle here. And I believe, is DRS open this lap? It is not. So no DRS yet. He's going to have to do this the old-fashioned way. And is he going to dive down the inside, looking on board with Speedy? Yes, he is. There he goes. Is Catastrophic going to leave room? Just barely. And Catastrophic with a better exit coming out the outside there. Seeing a little bit of wheel spin from the Mercedes, but gets going there. Doesn't lose too much time to F1 Richie behind.
Astanik on Bilton, he has a look, but didn't make it to the turn.
Yeah, a lot of people there battling between there. Looks like Catastrophic's kind of holding a whole train of them back. Not much they can do because he has the pace to hold them back in the straightaways.
True.
And he's going to have another look there for sure. Is Speedy coming onto the main straight. He's got 3 solid chances in a row there. As long as he can hold tight and stay close to that racing point. And is he going to go again? Look how far back he is this time. No chance for Speedy number 25. We got a yellow flag in Sector 3. That's Aizen. Aizen, so championship contender there, all the way at the back.
Yay!
Yeah, you must be quite happy there. That's the 3rd place man, I believe, who's just dropped significantly down the grid.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but we have also Catastrophic on P3. Says great points to close in on me.
Well, to be honest, the 3 closest to you are all running in the top 5 right now. Mark Smello in 4th with 107 points. He's running in 1st right now. Catastrophic, who's your closest rival with 109 points, he's in 3rd. And then F1 Richie, who's in 3rd in the championship, is in 5th in this race. So
but
it's
I
good
think Catastrophic
that
will be P4.
Yeah, oh, there he goes, Speed around the outside. Is he going to make it stick this time? Same corner. Is Catastrophic going to go for the switchback? He's going to try. No. It's all about the exit here, and Catastrophic gets a good one, but not good enough, I think, as he's not going to be able to make a move. Oh, F1 Richie thinks about it, thinks better of it, stays close behind, and look at Bilton Matt right behind your team, or not your teammate, but your former championship rival. He was at the front at the start. He's down into 5th in the standings right now, looking to improve his fortunes on the season. He's got a lot of work to do if he wants to get back into that into that top fight for 2nd place, though. 10 points back of Catastrophic right now.
Indeed, and we have also some great battling from P11 to P12. Chilmo and Hartman Esports go just between each other and the limits, so great battling all over the grid.
We're going to tune in to that one very soon. Hopefully they can keep it going. As this at the front here, there's just so many cars involved in this one. Catastrophic leading, well, not leading, but ahead of F1 Richie. Bilton Matt Astunik getting close to this battle as well. He's hoping to improve his results there. 6th in the championship, still just like Bilton Matt, kind of in the fight. He's got to get some good results though to really put himself back in as a serious contender like he was at the start of the year. Running P7 right now, which isn't bad though.
But Marshmallow is very fast on each track that I know. I raced him at the Dutch Grand Prix and also he has a lead about 20 seconds. Thus, I think if I have to vote for a winner, I think my vote is going to Marshmallow.
Yeah, he's definitely dominated so far, much like last weekend where he was out front early and nobody was able to touch him. Even under these safety car restarts, he's just been able to keep his opposition behind him.
True, he has always his momentum, always a clean start at the safety car, at the race start. He is a good driver.
Yeah, absolutely. Catastrophic falling further back to Speedy, so it definitely looks like Speedy trying to get on with it and challenge Marshmallow up front. But he's still got F1 Richie, and then behind him, Bilton Matt, and behind that, Stunik. So it's going to be quite tough at the deck in the pits, though. Looking at Shilmo here, he's running in 10th. That's a solid result for him so far, but a little bit more wing damage there, so it looks like he hasn't quite been able to keep it out of the walls.
You won't be hitting any of the walls, because if you hit one wall, your front wing is done, and you have a great possibility that your whole front wing is going to be off the car if you miss your brake points or miss your traction. So it's very important to not hit the walls and just keep you in your momentum, and it's better to drive slowly than hit the wall and your front wing is gone.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, he's hit that wall before, actually, right here coming out of that hairpin. Broke both end plates before that second safety car, so he got lucky to be able to recover from that.
And then the math past Dan and the chicane. The hairpins are right.
Yeah, there you go. The Maverick into 8th. You saw Dan thinking about having a look there, but there wasn't anywhere for that car to go, so he slots in behind, and he's going to have to try again another time. Still at the front, though. It's a battle for 4th. Got 3 cars involved, almost 4 cars involved into this battle, so most of the midfield there just really close to each other. Having a great old scrap there. Catastrophic still. Who's pitting? Bilton Matt's pitting. So Bilton Matt into the pits here. I believe he was the last.
Great move from ISRL Esports. It's still side by side with Chomo.
Oh, there they go through the last corner.
Contact.
Yep.
Great battle.
Side by side through the last corner. We're focusing on the pits there, but we just quite a little bit caught it there on the side. And some great clean racing from these two. I know they're in a party together right now, so there must be some kind words being exchanged by all parties. And there you go. They make some contact, and Hartman into the wall.
There go your fine words.
Yeah, I was gonna say there goes my kind words. Yeah, I don't think the words are so kind anymore.
I think either.
And they make some contact, and that's going to force Hartman to go into the pits. I don't know if Chill Mo maybe picked up a little bit more damage there. Of course, that would have been a puncture in real life. He got lucky to escape with nothing there. But up into P9 does Chill Mo go. And down further back goes Hartman, because he's going to have to pit and change that front wing. Look at Jamer Mario. Jamer Mario is getting close to Chilmo there, but not close enough to make a move. I think he just closed up that gap under braking. He's going to have to try again later.
And I see a great race from Catastrophic so far. He have gained 11 positions, so he starts on the back and he's always on the front at the end of the race, always.
Yeah, Catastrophic has shown that he knows how to gauge, I guess, a race, and he's been able to utilize pit strategy and just getting ahead at the right time and staying ahead. It's not flashy overtakes. It's not scrapping away at the front all race. He just starts calm. He starts out near the back, and all of a sudden, halfway through the race, he's out the front and fighting for podiums. And that's how he's been doing it all year, and it's working very well for him.
Yes, working very well. As always, when I'm behind the wheel, I am racing, and suddenly you see Catastrophic P5, P2, and then you think, from where the hell is this guy coming from?
He's done that quite often, even commentating, when you can see that name working his way up the standings. Sometimes you don't notice until he's already at the front. And you're like, wait, hold up, you were 13th the last time I looked.
Yeah, it's true.
So he's still in P4 there. F1 Richie not able to get past him despite the ERS, despite the DRS. Staying behind Catastrophic, and Catastrophic doing a better job saving that battery. Because, yeah, he doesn't have to push quite as hard as F1 Richie. Stunek behind him, he's doing a good job saving up his ERS as well. I'm going to assume he's doing the same with fuel. I know he's somebody who never really struggles with his fuel load, usually overfuels the car a little bit, and he's good to go for the whole race. So I think F1 Richie is going to be under pressure from Stunek shortly here. But not if Stunek is under pressure from the Maverick 33 first, and the Maverick 33, look how close he got caught out. Look how quickly. Oh no, he's gonna smack the wall. Yeah, there goes. That's gonna help him down the straight. That's not gonna help him in the corners. There loses a significant chunk of downforce coming out of that last corner, and that's gonna be a damaged front wing for the Maverick. There goes that advantage that he just picked up.
Always, as we are looking at some person, they crash or they hit the wall, like it happened with the MAF, Hartman Esports. It's always when we're looking. Chilmo also.
Yeah, it's been tough for a couple of these drivers there. We seem to be getting their unlucky moments on stream more. Oh, there I see some battling between Chilmo and Jamer Mario, but again, Jamer Mario not close enough to catch up to the AlphaTauri. Things about going down the inside of that swooping left-hander there. Well, it's not, I don't know how swooping it is, but you know what I mean. And Chilmo closing the door on that, and they're both going to get an average exit out of here. So actually, I think Jim Mario might be able to make a move there, as he's got overtake to use. He's got, Chilmo has no battery, and that explains why he's falling back. Jim Mario, meanwhile, with 3/4 of his, so easy move there from the Renault driver. And moves himself up into P9. Chilmo dropping down to P10. Is he going to pit with those soft tires between now and the end? He has to at this point.
And F1 Richie into the pits, also followed by a Stunek. So on I think they're going pit for soft tires, 8 rounds soft. It will be great end, I think. Also the MAF is pitting. The soft for F1 Richie, a Stunek, also the soft, and MAF, also the soft, and a new front wing.
Yeah, a lot of drivers pitting here. A lot of soft tires going on, which I mean, I shouldn't be surprised that they're going on now, but I am surprised that so many drivers actually planned to pit onto the softs at the end there, despite the safety cars.
Yeah, quite safety car. The softs went very quick, around to round 8. My tires were around 60-70%, so the softs wait very quickly.
Yeah, so it's kind of I wouldn't say surprising, more well, I guess surprising is the right word, that Chilmo was able to work out 12 laps, almost 13 laps on those soft tires. So obviously some good tire management going on there from the AlphaTauri driver. F1 Richie still always battling, it seems now. He's up fighting Joseph Cozy now. That Ferrari
with the brand new soft
today.
tires, I think it will be no problem to maybe at the beginning of sector 3. No, he's gonna wait to the first straight.
Yeah, it is absolutely well, inspiring almost, the race Joseph Cosley's having. He was down at the back after
we have
a yellow flag, and that's Bilton Matt. Bilton Matt out of the race.
Another contender.
And a safety car. A third safety car here. And those guys that just pitted for softs are in such a good position here. They're in such a good position to win this race. They don't have to pit. They can stay out, and they have the freshest tires on the grid. They're not even a lap old.
From some guys, this safety car is brilliant.
Absolutely. Oh, but not for Chilmo. He gets a drive-through again. He's in 15th. And he gets a drive-through.
And he left the session.
Yeah, Chilmo not happy with that one, that's for sure. Yeah, the same thing happened last week where great race strategy getting deleted basically under safety car because of speeding. And at some point, you know, you can't blame the game for that because if you're the only one doing that week after week, maybe you got to go a little bit slower under safety car. You don't need to match that delta time. You know, you don't need to be at the very limit of the delta time. If you're 2 seconds down on your delta, you're not really gaining or losing any positions to the guy ahead because you're all going to bunch up under safety car anyways.
It's true, but I also make that mistake. It was, I think, my first league race in Monza. It was safety car. I pushed a little bit too hard and I was in the wall. Tire was blown away, so it happens.
Yeah, I mean, it happens to the best of us, but for it to happen race after race like that, you gotta sometimes maybe just tune it just a little bit down under safety car there, and you know.
At safety car.
Well, yeah, you gotta put yourself in a situation where you won't be able to make those mistakes, and I think Chilmo has to just kind of evaluate what. Is it really worth it to go that fast under safety car and kind of push the edge there if you can get a drive-through out of it?
Kloonberg catastrophic and Jim Marigo are in the pits. Marshmallow is already out of the pits. He's behind the safety car, followed by Kloonberg, Speedy, catastrophic, and Jim Mario is going to be dropped down.
Yeah, catastrophic there. That pit is. Oh well, I mean, he was able to get out in fourth, so that strategy worked out for him because he was able to stay out there on that first lap because he missed the pit entrance when the safety car came out, and able to pit onto the soft tires, so he's on the same even battleground as everybody else, but he's also still in fourth. So some great work from Catastrophic there, getting himself out. I mean, I'm sure you're not happy to see this at all, but some great work from Catastrophic.
You can read my mind.
Yeah, you're looking at this like, oh man, everything that could go wrong is going wrong. And I'm looking at this like, yes, we're going to get a great ending. I really hope Marshmallow has some battling this time, though.
I hope when the safety starts, Kloonberg is going to take P1, then F1 Richie, he deserves the podium, and the reserve driver Speedy.
Yeah, thinking ahead, thinking about your championship there. Well, you know, I'm going to counter you. I hope Marshmallow gets away. And I hope Catastrophic and F1 Richie pass Kloonberg and Speedy for a all worst that you can imagine podium for you.
Yeah, but it's nobody's fault. It's my fault. My wheel just died. I was running P2, P3, so I thought, yeah, okay, let's go, another podium. When my last race in Spain was not that good, so, but yeah, my wheel died, so.
Yeah, fortunate, very unfortunate there.
Yes, but yeah. So, like I said, always everything can happen. We are still in the beginning of the league, so everything is possible.
Absolutely. This is the third of the way through the season. Race 6 out of 18. Of course, we're doing 18 races over the span of 21 weeks there, with 3 weeks off in the middle for some well-needed rest, I think, from a lot of the drivers and a lot of the league management as well. You know, to spread the season out a little bit. But this is race 6, so yeah, like you said, a lot of racing to go.
And basically, we have some hard tracks like Spain. I think nobody liked that track. Vietnam is also a track that if you get one foot wrong, you brake too late, you turn a little bit too much to the right, you lost the wing. So
absolutely,
I think we will see some great battling in the rest of the season.
I hope so as well. And not to scare you right now, but if Catastrophic wins this race, he's within 10 points of you in the standings.
If you win the race.
Well, if he doesn't, then he's within 15 points. If he finishes on the podium, he's still within a 15-20 point gap from you. So not to get you sweating or anything, but like you said, it's a long season, and you must be getting kind of scared seeing these guys with the opportunity to close up on you like today, actually kind of making the most of it. Built and Matt excluded there because he, of course, suffering the same fate as you.
Yeah, but It's racing. Everything can happen in Formula 1. Just look at Monza Grand Prix. I'm gonna not spoil that, but everything can happen.
Oh, absolutely. I think that's the best way you can say it without spoiling what happened. Anything can happen. I think that gives away a lot of what happened in terms of which team, you know, didn't make it happen. But yeah, that's all we're gonna say, is that anything can happen. So please go watch that race if you haven't already. It was an absolute thriller.
But we are going to start again. The safety car is ending. Safety car is in the pits. So let's see what these guys can do.
Go, Marksville getting ready to go again. I think he's figured it out here. It's the third restart. If he just goes before that penultimate corner, he can get such a good launch that Kloonberg, like, they can't really follow after that. And look at that, 1.4 seconds already ahead. Yeah, nothing these guys can do.
Like I told you, he is very fast as the restart, and then I don't know how he's doing it, but he's great. Already 2 seconds. This guy.
It's you know, I'm not gonna say it's hacks, but he's definitely got a little something that the others don't. Probably closer to do with talent than well, not to say the other ones are bad, but you know what I mean. Definitely. I know what you mean. He's got that little special something on the restarts, and that just lets him just put out such a gap so quick, and not able to put out a gap to the guy behind. That's Kloonberg under pressure from Speedy already.
And Stunik is going to pass Dan. Oh no! Dan just closed in on Stunik.
I think Chilmo's in the wall as well. There's a lot of battling going on. It's hard to, there goes side by side.
It's a Stunik.
Dan and a Stunik, and looking for the switch back. He's gonna get it so far.
Perfectly. What a move on a Stunik.
Oh, look in the back. There's contact between the Maverick and ISRL X, and it looks like ISRL X maybe just getting a little squeeze against the wall. No damage there, but a Stunik getting past Dan, Maverick getting past X, and at the front nothing changes. A Speedy not able to get past Kloonberg F1.
No, man, I like my teammate EGKX. He deserves some good points. He has some really good races, but by some stupid accidents or stupid safety car penalties, he has not get the points that he like to win.
Yeah, he's had a tough going this season. He's got a couple good results and a lot more good results lost due to sometimes stuff that was out of his control, sometimes some personal mistakes, sometimes just bad luck too. And it's tough. Oh, we have a Red Bull facing the wrong way. That's Cozy.
Guy.
And he's got some wing damage too. I hope that was self-inflicted. That nobody
passed Dan. Oh, they're going side by side, and the Mav 2 position around 1 lap. He is in the move.
Yeah, Maverick doing a very quick work of that Renault, and then that means Dan getting fed. And look at the back. ISRL X getting past. I was gonna say Dan getting close to his teammate there, but looks like ISRL X wants to go to Renault sandwich. They're going back at it though.
Whoa, this great battling.
And it looks like Jamer Mario's ahead. ISRL X is gonna go in the braking zone. He's gonna go a little bit deep. No, he's not. He's good. And look at that. They get a good exit, still side by side. And who's gonna go first into this one? ISRL X is ahead, and he's gonna break later. Oh, it's so close, Jamer Mario. Just able to slot in behind ISRL X, staying ahead. And the Alfa Romeo, your teammate, some great battling. But what this is doing is Aizen is just right there having a little sniff of the Renault as well. Is going to go down the inside. No, he's not. Thought about it. Thought better of it. And ISRL X up into P9. And he's going to call. Oh, we got another yellow flag. And that's one of the AlphaTauri's. That's Chelmo. Chelmo's out of the session.
Maybe a safety car? No.
I don't think so. Not this late in the race. Oh, Aizen goes deep. And Jamer Mario doing a little half spin there. And he's going to go wide. That's going to give the position to Hartman. Aizen up into 10th as a result.
And J Mario also have some front wing damage, so maybe that's declared why he is so slow. Why he has so trouble to keep the people behind him.
ISRL X under pressure from Aizen now. Dan not. I mean, he's far ahead. He's not too far ahead. He's out of DRS though. So I think Dan might be safe for the time being. Stunik, look how close he's getting to F1 Richie.
I see the battle. I see him. And Speedy also. Ooh, Speedy
goes
wide. Really wide.
Thinking about it. Oh, he gets the squeeze. They touch wheels. And switch back. F1 Richie gets the acceleration as it got a little bit of wheel spin for his Stunik there coming out of the corner. A little eager on the throttle. He's going to think about it again. No, thinks better of it. He's got the pace to beat F1 Richie. There's no need to rush a move here with just 2 laps to go.
I think also some great battling between my teammate again and Aizen. Between EGKX and Aizen, they're just switching positions.
Trying to go 3 into 2 there into the yeses. That's not going to work, but they slotted in behind. And ISRL
Please, guys, keep it calm.
To 9th place. Catastrophic getting close to Speedy, getting ahead of Speedy. So many overtakes going on. I'm surprised we're catching all of these. And Catastrophic. Oh no, he goes deep. Speedy goes back. Speedy into 3rd place. The
Speedy gets some front wing damage.
Gets interesting again.
Speedy have some front wing damage on the left, so maybe on the 3rd sector. Oh, Catastrophic going back at him on the left.
And there
side
goes
by side.
Catastrophic, and who's gonna break the latest? It's Catastrophic. Catastrophic gets into 3rd, but Catastrophic is no ERS. Speedy has a lot of it.
Stunik and Richie.
Oh, side by side they're going. Stunik has a little bit of front wing damage. I don't know where he picked that up, but he's gotta help him down the straight here a little bit.
The map is also looking for an opportunity, and Dan also. Whew.
Oh, it's a big DRS train here. There you go, Maverick getting closer here under DRS. It looks like Stunik is going to fall victim to the Mercedes. He's not going to have a shot at Richie because the Maverick is getting a shot at him. And who's going to break later? It is the, oh my goodness, side by side and keeping it close there. Still side by side as Stunik stays ahead.
Great racing of the guy to keep it clean and Vietnam. Respect.
Yeah, Catastrophic doing a great job putting a gap between himself and Speedy, and going into the last lap here, it looks like Catastrophic might finish on the podium.
Yeah, but do you know anything about penalties or
I haven't
just like that?
seen too many show up. I don't know how many people have penalties. Most of the ones I've seen were served in the pits, I think, already. So Stunik trying to get to F1 Richie. F1 Richie gets a bad exit out of that corner, and look at how much he's closing in. Look at how much Stunik able to close that gap. We're on the last lap of this Grand Prix, and it's closer than ever thanks to the safety cars. Look at this battle we're getting here.
Side by
oh, there you go. F1 Richie goes deep. Stunik tries to stick it in there. In the middle, switch back before the straightaway. It is Stunik. Oh man, what a battle. He's
Richie
almost
gets the
getting
best
ahead.
Exit.
He's got to tuck back in there behind the Ferrari. He's going to dive down to the inside. Thinks about it. Thinks better of it again. Oh, and he's going to bump him just a little bit. That's going to go deep for the Ferrari. F1 Richie going to have to yield. Oh, F1 Richie's going to get mugged. But, oh, big moment there for Maverick onto the straightaway. That's going to cost him to Dan. And I think Maverick could have passed F1 Richie, but now he's going to get passed by the Renault. And
Richie again on Stunik.
Yeah, Stunik is under pressure. He's under pressure.
He passed him.
No, Stunik breaking deep. Oh no! There goes Dan.
What's happening?
And Dan down right. Oh my God, that's gonna be a harsh penalty. Dan coming from many car lengths back. It crashes into Stunik, crashes into F1 Richie, and keeps the position too. So Dan looking set for a penalty there. That's gonna be a severe penalty for Dan because he just took out 2 cars there.
Oh, 4 rights in the 3rd sector.
Wins. Kluenberg finishes 2nd, Catastrophic 3rd, and in the back.
Stunik crash!
Big moment there. What is happening here?
Like that side, 4 rights. The guys come up.
Stunik is just dropping positions. I think he's done. He's not doing this race. He's wow,
mate.
What a finish there. Wow. Dan getting some penalties. Look at Dan just getting sent all the way to the back of the grid there.
But
after taking
you don't need to do that.
Yeah, taking out 2 guys running for 5th place. Despite all the penalties.
What a race, what a race. Now my heart is even more broken that I'm not on the car.
Yeah, I was having trouble keeping up with what was happening there.
Whew. This was an adrenaline rush.
Oh man, that was something else.
Great race by these guys. Whew.
Oh. Yeah, great race from the end there. I'm just gonna message to the drivers.
And catastrophic again. He win 12 positions. This guy has some tactics, and it worked really good on the races on Sunday. And also Hartman Esports 7 position gains. The math also 7 position gains. So not a bad race.
That was chaotic indeed. I was having trouble keeping up with what was happening at the end there. Catastrophic getting driver of the day again for that awesome drive. But wow, what a battle at the end there between 4 or 5 cars, and it just kept getting dirtier and dirtier, it seems, because Stunek just no luck, getting some wing damage, getting sent into the wall, and just it was.
I think the incident students will be had a lot of work for these penalties.
Yeah, that's going to be a review for sure. We got a great angle of it on the stream, thankfully, so we can review with that. But yeah, Dan coming from a long way back there, missing his braking zone, and into the back, into the side of Stunek and F1 Richie, taking both of them out of contention for 5th place. That gives Maverick a great, I guess, free couple of overtakes there, and it's going to finish Marksville of Kloonberg, catastrophic on is your podium. Then the 2 Mercedes, Speedy and Maverick, 4th and 5th, F1 Richie, ISRL Esports, and then Stunek coming home in 9th after battling for 5th. Hartman Esports 10th, the deck 11th. Dan with the penalties, he had 15 seconds in penalties, and he still went for that move. I'm not sure how I feel about that. He's down in 12th. Jimmer Mario 13th. Joseph Cozy 14th. Chilmo 15th. Bill and Matt in 16th. DNFing as well as Chilmo. And then you're not going to like this one, but in 17th, yourself. Mivako at 31, 18. Woo! The championship leader. I mean, that's still the championship leader.
So, but yeah, from my side, it was a great race to watch with you, Knight. So. Lovely to hear. And now the drivers. Fuck, I lost the word. Oh, I lost the word. Commenter. Nee, huh?
Yeah, it was nice having you here. It was it's a nice have a little bit of company here. But we're gonna get no driver interviews today. We got to get started and set up for Tier 2, which is already running 3 minutes late because of the safety cars in this race. And of course, it started a little bit later. But thank you all for tuning in. Tier 2 is going to be live in like 5 to 10 minutes probably. So don't go anywhere, guys. We're going to be right back live very, very soon. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe to the page, like us on Facebook and all the other social medias. If you want to keep up with everything ISRL, yes, Twitter, Instagram, wherever. And we are looking for reserve drivers if you are interested in racing for us. So, yeah. Thank you all for tuning in. We're going to be back very shortly. ISRL Night, and this was the Tier 3 Vietnamese Grand Prix. Round 6, Round 7 next week. Get hyped. Let's go.